Hello, welcome to the Mom's Diary Show, the Freshmum's edition. We'll be talking about pregnancy, the experience, the lessons learned, and maybe the short advice to a mom out there. My name is Caroline Kirigoti, and I'm going to be your host. Enjoy the show. So we're so excited to have a guest today. She'll be discussing with us her experience as a mom, the lessons she learned, the hurdles she went through, and hopefully will inspire a mom or two out there. So introduce yourself, please.
Hi everyone, my name is Joyce Mutemi, a mother of two.
So let me ask you, Joyce, what was your reaction when you discovered you were pregnant the first time?
Wow. Speaking of teenage pregnancy, it was a shocker, yet it was amazingly awesome. Like I was not shocked. Apparently, yeah, like I don't know. It was just a good experience, but I was also scared being a teenager, how I'm going to start with my mom, my parents. Then here I am, I have no clue of what it entails to be a mom. And then having a tough dad, like the African type of dad. But we pulled through.
And then you can imagine being a teenage pregnancy. I can just imagine the reaction from your parents.
Oh man, it was a major letdown because I was like the apple of their eye. Your dad is always so proud walking around with you, like, this is my daughter,
Yeah, and then now
boom,
everything
is going down the drain, all the effort, the pride. He's like, what do you mean? And then he really like takes pride in education. Even back at home, he tries to talk to like children, even whenever he sees like young guys, even leave alone girls, looking like they are going astray. He will always like try to bring them back. Like, guys, education is important. Then here is the daughter.
Wow, I can imagine.
Yeah.
I can only imagine. Okay, now I'm really, really curious. You say it was a teenage pregnancy.
Yeah.
So how did you adapt from being a carefree girl after all these years and then now you're pregnant all of a sudden? Like, how was the transition?
Well, being a teenage mom was just something new. Like, now I'm from carefree, and then here I am. I'm being a mom. Well, I must say, like, I must keep mentioning that my parents were really there for me, especially my mom. It's like she was the one keeping track and record of my clinic days. She would always remind me. Most of the time I would forget.
I know, it happens all the time.
Yeah, it's something new. She's like, hey, your clinic is next time. I'm like, and then the medication.
Oh.
That pregnant care thing. Woof. Like, she would literally fetch water for me and tell me it's time for medication. Like, at first, especially those iron.
I know the tablets are so big they can be impossible to swallow, especially when you're pregnant, and it gets so crazy.
Yeah, and it was just something foreign, like it's amazing, foreign. Then now here we are, like, this is it. And then the guy just vamooshed into thin air, because now he knows
what. Oh my goodness,
teenager.
guys. And it's going to be so much trouble, the follow-up at your wedding, it's a baby. But at least your parents were there for you, yeah?
I'm telling you, my parents, my siblings, I was still at my parents, of course. So even the other day we were seated and then they were reminding me of how they would never sleep without passion juice in their house. I would literally wake them up and tell them, you didn't bring me passion juice today.
Wow.
There's a guy who used to do like some blending up or around, like
it had to be fresh passion juice, not mango juice, not orange juice. Passion, girl, I feel you.
Yeah, it got to a point where my dad had to like be there, like whenever he's coming into the house. My friend, it's either green apples, passion juice, or.
And this is your dad.
My dad. Yeah,
girl.
Like I'm telling you, I really appreciate my parents.
I know, I can only imagine what everybody needs, a very strong support system around them, regardless of the situation. You need a support system around you because things get really depressing, yes?
It was very depressing. Then now your friends start looking at you. Then I was a church girl all along. I've been brought up in church. Like, I'm the leader. Like, I'm the leader in dancing. Oh God, tell me about it. Like, whenever it's when it's youth conferences and all that, Joyce is on the forefront. Then here you are, you're pregnant. Even going to buy vegetables is Wait a minute.
Tell me about
What?
it. Once you discovered you were pregnant, before you got the baby, before you became a full mom, like what hurdles did you have to face in between that period?
First of all, stigma. I literally stopped going to church.
Yes.
And then also my friend, my best friend, like my childhood friend, she just disappeared from my life. How, I don't even know. You know, like even at church when I go there, you know, like you say hi to her and then she's like hi, and
I know the connection is no longer there. It's
Yeah,
like she doesn't want to be
associated with you, you know, like the mom will be like, huh, you might end up like her, you know,
I
she's
told
bad
you.
influence.
I told you.
Yeah, I told you. And then also my siblings, like even all the time they're being given an example, my cousins, you know, like, don't be like her. And then also
Oh my
my
goodness.
parents, you know, that pride they had, and then all of a sudden, even when they're talking with their friends or whenever they go to hang out with their friends,
Yeah.
they even feel out of place, you know.
Yes.
So it was quite
I know the
unfair.
stigma
And
can really consume you. Most guys don't realize this because I think I also got my first kid pretty young, my first year in campus, and being the most popular girl in school, it came as a crushing blow to me. Like I just couldn't deal with it. I went into depression so bad. But girl, here we are. Here we are telling you the story. So wherever you are, you're gonna do it too. Trust me, yeah.
yeah, somehow, like, especially when the guy is not really like in the picture, he just like disappears, the family is not there, you know, you start wondering,
Yep.
okay, what is my real purpose in life, you know. Then you
Yes.
have to stop going to school
Everything
at some
changes.
point.
Everything changes.
Like I remember I never
Everything.
even got to sit my final exam, like that course I was doing, to date I have never finished, but I'm
Oh
looking
my
into
gosh.
it because of the morning sick. Like you come into class, you're fatigued, even you can't understand what she's saying.
It is so funny. I relate so much to you because I was a student as well, and I promise you guys, I didn't attend a single lesson pregnant. I did not at all.
Wow. Okay, well I tried.
I finished my
tried.
course, but the last 4 years, I took 6 years, but I still did it. And then to my graduation like a gangster, you know, by myself. I didn't even carry my kids or anybody, by myself, driving myself. And I was like, you guys, I got my baby and now have my degree. What do you have? Just a
Yes.
degree. Anyway, back to you. I'm sorry. Yes.
Ouch.
So let me ask you, okay, despite all the hurdles, everything you faced, what motivates you to be the best mom you can be to your children? Like, what pushes you?
Like first of all, even the process of getting the child
Yeah.
was tough. Like they left things in my room. I had to go like to the theater again. My HB was at 3.7. Like I'm admitted all over again.
Oh my gosh. No.
Yes. So
And you still have a newborn with you.
oh my God, don't even tell me about it. It was so scary, but
Oh my
somehow
gosh.
I managed to pull through. I think whenever you become a mom, there's some other extra strength or something just
Super mom. It just becomes
something just
superhero.
fills in with you.
Yeah.
And you just get some extra strength.
You
know.
get the strength. You get the strength. I don't know from where, but somehow.
It's so natural.
I think once you have that baby in your hands, like all the problems just melt away. Somehow you
True.
just do it. You just do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So for you, it's the when you got your baby, like everything just changed. Like your perspective changed.
Yeah, I was very optimistic. At least now I have someone who is encouraging me to get a job, to just go out there despite having all the challenges, you know. Like, and then I was so proud. I just gained some pride. Like, I would even preach to everyone that I have a child, you know.
Wow.
Even when somebody is trying to like
I know
get to me,
come
I'm
with
like,
the negative
Yeah,
vibe,
I'm like,
anything.
this is my daughter. Today people tell me like, are you sure?
You
Well,
don't
good
look
thing-
like a mom. How old is your first daughter? If I may ask?
She's 7 years old.
7 years old.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
goodness!
she's
Now
the best thing, and then she's so intelligent. I think there's something about getting children early or something.
ooh, girl, every mom thinks their kids are the smartest. But then now I have a question. Before you actually delivered, before you got your baby, what are some of the things that are worrying you, like finances? Did you have a place you'd go to, like your hospital bill? Did you have all that in place, or how did you go around? How did you go about that?
Well, I think I was my siblings used to call me Diva.
Oh yes,
So because I was so super determined despite my age, like
you've always been a go-getter.
thank you. Despite my age, I managed to get a job at some office of a relative.
Wow.
At least I
What?
managed to pay actually upfront. I had paid for like upfront. I said as like
Wow.
right now I was feeling like I failed my parents, and I said I will no longer be a burden to them.
Yes.
In fact, if anything, I'll be more than a blessing. I will try and be a blessing.
Yeah.
Remember, I was also a church girl, so prayer really kept me going. And the moment you just feel that kick in that room, there's something different.
All the fears dissipate.
Yeah, you know, like even worries of where I'll get diapers from, how I'll pay my medical bills. Well, I
You
tried
don't-
to kind of reach out to the family at some point. Then
The dad's family.
yeah, but there were issues and all that, so
It wasn't easy.
Somehow I just decided, let me just like let it be.
You know, just it's called you put yourself together and you just go straight ahead. Like, I mean, the baby is yours. It's you who's carrying the baby. Like,
yeah.
it's only you who's going to be most concerned. Trust me.
True.
That's one thing about it, yeah.
Yeah.
But you did a good job. I'll remind you every 5 minutes if I have
Thank you.
to.
Thank you.
Okay.
You also doing a good job as a mom.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, Joyce, how has being a mom changed your life? Like your perspective on things, how you relate to people, to everything. How has being a mom changed all this?
Being a mom has really changed everything. Like patience.
Patience.
You know, at this young
Patience.
age, like you want something so badly, especially like in our era, you want something so badly, but it's not coming through.
Yes.
But when you become a mom, you just draw some
Sacrifice
patience. Yeah,
and patience.
sacrifice. Like you're focused. You know, like when you're going to do a job, you know this is for diapers.
Yes.
You know, this is for school fees.
You purpose
For
driven.
children,
Everything
yeah.
you do has a goal.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's the one thing also. Okay, most moms relate to patience because, again, having small children, trust me, it takes a toll on you. They don't stop crying, following after them, the house chores increase. It's so hectic, but trust me, you learn how to organize it all in your head. Take a deep breath, and I swear to you, you're gonna do it. And, okay, so let me ask you, where do you go to when you need to get time alone from the kids? Like, how's your still away time like?
Wow. Which rarely happens once you're a mom.
I understand it's almost impossible.
It's almost impossible, and you end up like the nearest place in the house is just the loo, or the shower. Just
Yes.
taking some really, really hot shower. You know, like everything shut down, but still there'll be knocks by the door.
Only there'll be moms
Mama.
crying, somebody is almost falling, just
Somebody
something
has
going
done
wrong,
what
yes?
to the other. Somebody wants this and the other doesn't want to give
Yeah.
it to them. So
So at least for you, you just go lock yourself. Those 5 minutes in the shower, trust me,
awesome.
when my first baby was so small, I kumbuka it was impossible to get away from that baby. Like tulikuwa hivi. So like I'd get 2 minutes to go shower and ni kama uko
It's like
heaven.
heaven.
And you're like, wow, you know, it's so crazy. I understand totally.
Yeah.
So for you, your escape time is locking yourself in the bathroom. Even though who calls you, but dad, go do
please.
this. Yeah?
Please, for once, assist. You know.
I know, I
Yeah.
understand. Okay, and then let me ask you, what characteristics do you think your children have picked from you?
Wow.
Expose it, please.
Okay, you got me. An outdoor person, outgoing, like everyone has to feel my presence.
Ah,
Those
wanapenda
who know me.
sherehe.
Those who know me. When my family is around, you will definitely know we were around.
Yes.
So they are lively.
attest to
Well,
that.
apart from this, the small one is like more of the dad. He's
Yeah.
quite cool, chilled out. My daughter is just like some chappy bird, you know, like
A
you
duplicate
literally
of
sometimes
you.
tell her,
I know.
like just shut up for once. Like look at the environs, you know. But we
Girl.
just can't help it, you know.
But I mean, that's a beautiful thing because I'm thinking at least once you see your kid, because me, my children are my pride. My son talks a lot. He talks a lot. But then at times I get on it, but then I'm like, you know he's so much like me now.
Yeah.
You really don't mind at the end of it.
Yeah.
What? I'd really love to meet your daughter because yourself you're so outgoing, you're so talkative, you're just a crazy person.
Well, just add some caution to what you know right
And then now
now.
your son is dad.
Dad,
As
yeah.
in dad. If anything, is dad.
Yeah, his daddy's boy.
But you have such gorgeous babies. I can't wait to meet your daughter. Like for me, I can imagine all the makeup, stories, and everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
arrange for that.
And she
sometime.
always speaks her mind. Like, doesn't matter where we are.
Yes.
If you doing something the wrong way and she knows it's wrong, she will tell you.
Oh my
See?
goodness. Oh
That
my
is
goodness.
wrong. You know, she like doesn't take offense.
I
She'll
should be
always
careful
speak
around
her
her.
mind. Yeah, she'll
I
always
should be
speak her
careful
mind.
around her.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I can't wait to meet her. I can't really wait
I'm
to
so
meet
proud
her.
of her. Like, for me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Okay, so let me ask you from your own perspective, what do you think makes you a good mom?
I'm always just being myself.
Uh-huh.
You know, they know when mom is upset.
Yeah.
They will know.
Yes.
If something is wrong, I will just let them know something is wrong.
Yeah.
Like, I am just myself. I don't pretend. Like, they will not expect more from me because they already know.
Yes, they
This
don't
is
expect.
it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they know what it is. Like,
Yes.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
And I always tell them things point blank. You know? Like, if she asks me a question, you know, sometimes kids are very interesting.
Oh my goodness.
Have you ever been
Tell me about
asked
it.
some questions and you're like,
Don't even go
okay,
there.
where do I start? Like,
I know.
okay,
I
where
know.
did that come from,
They ambush
baby?
you with anything.
You know,
Yeah.
so I will try and call it what it is, like in the most decent way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially in this generation, if you don't tell your kids anything, like
Yes.
if you start sugarcoating things,
I know.
you
have
will
to
be
direct,
surprised.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can basically say you're a stan mom.
Yeah. Very
A
sad.
stan mom, yeah?
Yeah.
Matter of fact mom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very factual. Very
I don't think
factual.
I've actually ever judged myself as a mom, what makes me a good mom. I'll do that today. Okay, so
All the best.
let me ask you, Joyce. What advice would you give to a new mom, like a first-time mom out there? How would you advise them to just what's the advice to them?
Moms, whether married or not, being a mom is a very, very, very good experience. God always gives us ways to like pull through. Like, it's so miraculous, you know. Don't give up. Things are very difficult sometimes, especially the first days of
Yeah.
pregnancy, the last trimester, and then also when baby comes
When baby
in.
arrives, it's the craziest.
Wow. Nobody will tell you, Ati, oh, we are holding through, Ati, oh, the best baby ever. It is what it is. Like, as I say, I
Wait,
don't
let me cut you
sugarcoat.
short there. Let me ask you, okay, I remember after I got my baby, I can never forget those first moments, like the first night after you got your baby. Please tell us, how was your first night as a mom with a newborn in your hand?
Okay, the first time I had my baby, I was like I had complications, so I had to go through cesarean section for the first baby. It was, I still had those anesthetics in my head, you know, like you still
The
feeling,
drugs.
yeah, the drowsiness, you know.
Yeah.
But I wanted to sit up and just hold her, you know.
Oh my
it was so
gosh.
amazing. I just want to keep looking at her
Oh my gosh.
all the
oh,
time.
that's so sweet.
You know, she's just there beside me. I just can't keep my eyes off her. I don't know even I ended up sleeping on that day.
Oh my gosh, you were in love with your baby the
From
first.
yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, then let me ask you, what values do you stick by when raising your children? Like, do you have any rules in place or any thing in place, like things that you must stick by? There's no breaking these rules, yeah?
Respect.
Respect, good.
Respect. You know, I normally really tend to try and instill that respect. You know, like if it's like the same way my parents brought me up.
Yes, yes, yes.
Well, not necessarily because times are changing, but there's that thing called respect. Like whenever even maybe we enter into like a public vehicle,
Yeah.
I'll make my daughter stand up for someone else.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I
That's
will
very
like.
crucial, yeah?
Yeah, it's. I think it's that bad.
admirable.
It's that serious.
Oh my gosh. And they know that respect is the one thing that you don't even joke about.
Yeah, you have to respect your elders.
Yeah, because I really think it is important the values we instill in our children from the word go, because they grow up with this. how they relate with other people for the rest of their lives. It's gonna be based on the lessons they were taught as a child, and who's the child's first teacher. It's always the mother.
Yeah.
So respect. I
Yeah.
admire that. I
And
admire that.
Another one,
Yes.
I always teach them not to be judgmental. Like everybody is equal. No, it's not like someone's will not to have something. Your life, like some people you've tried so much to like really make it in life, but she's not. So you will find my daughter even playing with just like any other kid, not like you not have
She's
my name.
choosing,
Yeah,
she's going
she's
to
not a
interact
choosy
with.
person. She will interact with literally anybody.
That's admirable.
Like elders,
Yeah.
young ones, like she'll just like
Despite your background.
yeah, she will just just blend in naturally.
Oh my goodness, that's admirable. Okay, so let me ask you, how has your personality changed since you became a mom? Like social-wise, how you interact, mental-wise, how has your personality changed?
Wow. I used to be outgoing. Like
Yeah.
I used to be. I would like. I was really carefree, if I may say.
Yes.
But ever since I became a mom, I'm very cautious. Okay, I try to be me as much as possible, but there are things, of course, you can't do in front of the kids.
Yeah.
You know, like
A lot of
you
things
cannot
change.
say like some words in front of them.
Because they copy every single thing you
Yeah,
do.
actually, you might be teaching your kids this is wrong, but then if they see you do it, they definitely will do it, regardless of what you teach
Which
them.
reminds me, we have a growing trend that's almost sort of worrying me. Okay, with social media, every coming year, guys get bolder and bolder with the things they're posting. And then you find, okay, we ain't saying as a mom you can't do it. You can of course do it, but in front of your kids. Because I'm having a problem with children doing adults challenges on social media. And you find nobody taught these kids. It's just you watching your mom every day and then you do the same thing. What do you think about that?
Like I said, it's copycat.
Yes.
You will teach them this is wrong, but if they see you doing it, tomorrow you'll find them doing it, regardless of what you teach them,
Yeah, because
If
their minds
mom is
absorb
doing-
everything.
They absorb literally everything, like they see you do. You might tell them, like for example, you've come to my place,
Yeah.
like I'm not hosting you in a nice way, but then I'll tell them, sharing is caring. Be kind to one another, like be mindful of every other person.
Yeah.
Then again, I start telling them, don't play with this kid.
It becomes conflicting, yes?
Yeah, so as a mom, it's tricky,
Because
but
even another good example, personally, my daughter, she's only 3 years old. She didn't know a thing about makeup until I think just last week. She sees me doing my makeup. The next thing is, Mom, I want my makeup too.
Yeah.
I did for a second I was like, is this right or wrong?
Wrong.
But then I'm like, because you already caught me doing it, let me just let you indulge for now. But
Yeah,
it's worrying what our kids pick up on. As much as you're gonna do something, nobody is curtailing you, but just make sure what your child picks is something which you won't
proud of.
mind them doing, exactly,
In
something
front
to
of
be
people.
proud of. Yeah. Okay. Then another one. Let me ask you, in this moment, right now as we speak, what are the 4 things you're most grateful for right now as we speak?
first of all, motherhood,
Yes.
my family, like basically everything about my family, life, and I'm grateful to God for the ability to be able to take care of a family.
Wow. That's inspiring. You're a very inspiring character, I must tell you that.
When you just become a parent, it's basically about the kids.
Yeah, and again, I repeat, it is not difficult. Only the first days before you get the hang of it. But once you become like a mom, it gets so easy, you get so used to it. The babies can even come more after that without pressure and everything. Now, let me ask you before we forget, compared to your first pregnancy, like what are the things you did different with your second pregnancy?
Well, I was taking more care of myself.
Now that you know how to do
Yes,
it.
I know how to do it. Even clinics, I know this
Yes.
day. I was also taking it seriously. At
Yeah.
first, it's something new. Sometimes
You embrace it,
yeah,
like
it just like you already grow into it.
I don't know why my second kid, I think I was even more scared than the first child.
Of course.
Because I think the first child only come at a time when my life was just all over the place. Hata kumbrizi ilikuwa just the kid came into the trap life with me. So a second born was like, damn, it's getting real. As in, a second baby, now I have to buy clothes in advance. I have to do clinic. Because yapanzi ilikuwa gangster mode. As in, me, I was in campus. I was hiding from my mom. Second pregnancy, I was thinking, there's that baby bag.
Yeah.
A baby bag.
Shopping in advance.
And let me tell you what's weird. Third pregnancy, I think I'm even panicking more.
No.
Let me ask you, currently, what unhealthy habits do you need to cut down in your life?
Oh God, Carol, you're really getting me there. Okay.
Please, what unhealthy habits are these?
I still dance a lot.
What's a healthy habit?
I don't know. God.
Do you want me to say these unhealthy habits? Or are you just gonna say them? Say your unhealthy habits that you want to cut down.
Well, junk food. Like, I'm the mom who will prepare a lot of. Okay, I'm more into culinary. Like, I just love trying out new things. So you'll find me baking this cake today, tomorrow that one, and then I don't know how to say it. I will not like come into the house without carrying something for the
You have somebody sweet tooth, junk. You're a junk.
Yeah. I have a sweet
Oh
tooth.
my God. Me, I can't even say my bad habits because compared to yours, yours sound like really nice, helpful habits. Me, let me just give you one, only one, because I have like 100. One unhealthy habit I really, really need to stop is I still party a lot.
Oh no.
I think I still spend like 4/5 of my weekends out partying. I know. No, don't judge me. It's an unhealthy habit, and I'm really, really trying. I'm really trying to find a way to balance it. Like, you'll find if the need to go out is that urgent, I'll make sure I put the babies to bed, and then I go out. If I'm already out, I come back home before they sleep, put them to bed, and then I go out. And forever, a parent must be at home.
Yeah.
It's either me or the dad. And good thing the dad is a dedicated dad. We love you so much, baby. Thank you.
My husband is very supportive, by the way.
I was to ask you that. So before you mentioned that with your first pregnancy, the guy kind of wasn't part of it. So now that you kind of settled down, not even kind of, she's really settled down, like a nice family and everything.
Yeah.
What would you advise a mom who's having to raise her child alone? And yeah, exactly. What would you advise like a mom who finds herself in a situation where you're by yourself and you have to do things?
Don't push it. Please, don't push it. Because the moment he walks out, like, he doesn't need you. Why would you be forcing yourself on someone who is not showing interest? If he walks out, let him walk out. Because as difficult and as impossible as it sounds, and frustrating and discouraging as it sounds, there's always a way out. There's always a way out. Look at me, here I am, like, with baby number 2, and
a very happy family. I'm going to attest to that.
thank you.
A cute boy.
I have the
boy,
best husband ever.
ever.
Yeah.
But exactly. I also think I'd advise women like motherhood is a thing which is almost personal. Okay, let's be honest about this. As much as we have both parents, there's a way a mother can go for her child in a way that a man wouldn't because of the instincts you have. So I keep advising people, like, let's say you find that you're pregnant and the man doesn't want to be part of it. You're going to need that strength ahead. The mental, the emotional strength, you're going to need that. So if a man doesn't want you, just live your life, girl. Live your life. As in, this baby's only gonna make your life. I'm sure your babies love you so much. Okay, there are times I always think my kids don't realize how much I love them, but honestly, even the smallest things drive me to tears. As in, my kid is, I'm gonna pick up home and he hug. I just get so emotional. I'm like, motherhood is such a blessing.
There's a day I was just seated. My daughter was she just came, asked me for my laptop. You know, of course, as a mom, at first would be like, you said no gadgets, you know. And then she asked me, like, she just pleaded with me, Mom, please, please. Then I told her I'll have to be here. Just 2 minutes. What do you want to do with it? She told me, there's a song I want to listen to. Then I gave it to her. She played some song that was so emotional, and I cried, like, what? I was like, at your age, you know how to show this kind of emotion? You know, it was...
Oh, you're gonna make me cry. Don't do that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I really love my children so much.
Oh my
You know,
gosh.
at first when it's cesarean section, you think to yourself, you never get like the connection, somebody who has pushed, they normally have that excuse of
I know.
hey, that pain I went through. It all trickles down to one thing. Motherly love was the strongest, purest kind of love you can ever feel. Like even my son, like some time back I was not feeling well. As young as he is, he came and tapped me like this, and then just hugged me, and then touched my face like this. And then you could see the emotion, you could feel the air with the emotion.
Oh my god.
It was so strong. I tell you, I even got up from bed.
Do you know how old? Please tell them, how old is your son?
He's 1 year, 9 months now. And Keldon, you and the affection you show.
I know, being a mom is so rewarding. I think for me, it's actually made me realize that I didn't love myself enough.
Thank you.
My own children, as in, show me such pure and innocent love, so much of it. Hadi mwenyewe unaanza kujiuliza, do you even have it in me? Like,
yes, do I have this
oh
much love?
It's so rewarding. It's so rewarding. Yeah. And I'm sure in 5 years they're gonna watch this, even in 3 years, and they'll just think the love has not changed. Because that's how when they're big, they're gonna be our babies until the end. Yeah.
Even me, my parents today, they still show love. You're already married, and they're still
my grandmother, as in,
yeah,
my grandma still beats her. Actually, Joyce is my niece, so that's why at least we know each other a bit. Up until today, my grandmother beats my uncles with their wives and daughters there. So me, I'm like this motherhood thing, by the way.
Never ends. Like, it's a forever thing. Once you're into it, you are into it.
Yes. Yeah. And again, ladies, let me tell you, once you become a mother, instead of fighting the process, just embrace it. Embrace it. Like, what was your life before? Right now, adjust it as a mom, and everything continues only bigger and better. And with that said, thank you so much, Ia, for gracing us today on today's show. Look forward to having you again, and please pass my love to the babies and your family.
Also pass my love to my cousin, my babies.
Oh my god, you know my children, as small as they are her cousins. Meaning, your son calls my son
uncle, and they sure will call them uncle and aunt. The respect still has.
She's my niece. Hey, thank you so much for coming here. I appreciate you. We look forward to having you again. Thank you. So before we say goodbye to our guest today, we have something small for her. Joyce, this is for you.
Oh, thank you. This is a very pretty mug.
Oh, I'm glad you like it.
And there's more.
A lot of things. You check them ahead.
Looking forward.
But thank you so much for coming. So guys, that was a very amazing show with Joyce Mutemi, a mom of 2. I'm sure you've learned a lesson or 2 or 10 from her, and I hope a mother out there has been inspired. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and keep tuned for weekly content. Thank you so much.